Right, today we're looking at the short division method, or known as the bus stop. And I've also drawn out a place value chart here, and I'm using these dots to reflect kind of counters within a place value chart. And I'm just going to use those to help me demonstrate what is happening as we do the bus stop method up top. So we have got 672 divided by 6. So the 672 goes inside the bus stop, and we're dividing by 6. So we're going to be putting this number into groups of 6. That's one way to look at it, and we'll be able to reflect that at the bottom. Okay, we're dividing it into 6s. So we first of all start by going along the numbers here. So we've got, how many groups of 6 can I fit into 6? I can fit 1. And if I look down the bottom here, I can see that. How many groups of 6 can I make with the 6 that I've got? I can make 1. Group of 6, nothing left over. So I've got 1. And then how many groups of 6 can I make from 7? Now these are 7 tens. We are kind of remembering that, but when we look at this, we just think in our head how many 6s, how many groups of 6 in 6, how many groups of 6 in 7, but we know that this is obviously the number 672. So how many groups of 6 can we fit into 7? We can do 1 group of 6. So pop that at the top, but then there is 1 left over. Okay, now this 1 is going to be exchanged across, a little bit like we do in the column method. And so this 110 is going to become 10 ones. So I can add those in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to add that 110 with the 2 1s that we have here and that we had at the beginning. So we can now see that we've actually got 12, and there are 12 here. So how many 6 into 12? How many groups of 6 is in 12? We can now do 1 there and 1 there. So we've got 2 groups of 6 and no remainders. So 672 divided by 6 is 112. Now, if we were doing a similar question, 676 divided by 6, I'll go through and just show you. It's very similar to the one before, but I wonder if you can predict what might happen this time. So how many 6s go in? How many groups of 6 can we make from the 6? 1, as we had here. How many groups of 6 can we make from 7? We can make 1 with 1 remainder. So we're going to put the leftover, exchange it across, change that 110 into 10 ones. And the circles are varying sizes here. And I'm going to add that here. Now, this time we've got 16 left. So how many groups of 6 can we make from 16? We've got 1 there. We've got another 1 there. But then there's only 4 left. So we could do 2 whole groups of 6. But then actually we had 4 left. So I'm going to do an half a remainder and then a 4. So we've got 112 remainder 4. Because that is what is left over. We can't make any more groups of 6. Now, one way you can check that your calculation looks right is to check if you are left with a remainder, just to make sure that it is less than what you are dividing by. Because if we had ended up with a remainder of 8 in our calculation, that doesn't really seem right, does it? Because if we're putting the number into groups of 6, if we're left with 8, that could have been another group of 6. If I had 8 left over, I can make another group of 6 from that. So actually the remainder is only 2. So that's one way you can check to see whether your answer looks about right. So that was those 2. I was just going to do one more with you. Maybe you could do this one along with me as well. I'll write it out, 552, and we're dividing by 4. Okay, so if you want to do this along too, please do. I've also got a place value chart at the bottom, 552 ones there. So how many 4s go into 5? How many groups of 4 can we make from 5? We can make 1. So we've got 1 group of 4 and there is 1 left over. So this 1 that is left over, this 100, I'm going to exchange across, and I'm going to exchange that for 10 tens because that is the same as 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to pop that 1, 10 there next to the 5 so I can see that I've now got 15. So I am now going to find how many groups of 4 I can fit into 15. So I'm going to do 1 there, 1 there, 1, and I come this side so I don't have to do a funny box, and then I'm left with 3 there. So I've got 1, 2, 3 complete groups of 4, but then I'm left with 3. Now all of those 3 need to be exchanged across. Okay, now that is 3 tens. 3 tens is equivalent to 30. So there's 30 ones that I need to add to this ones column. So let's write these in now. Okay, here we go. So let's now make our groups of 4. This chart obviously doesn't need to be drawn every time alongside the bus stop method. It's just to demonstrate what is actually happening with these numbers. So I've got 1, 2, 3, another group of 4 there, another group of 4 there, group of 4 there, another group of 4 there. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many 4s in 32? There are 8. So our answer is 138.